welcome to NotSoGeeky, weekly bits for internet minded. And as you can see right now, I'm at Balai Kartini for Open Hack Days, Yahoo Open Hack Days. And we have special guest today. It is Michael Smith, right? Yahoo Developer Network Technology Evangelist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay, good.
Right.
Okay, first maybe you can share a little bit about Yahoo Open Hack Day. I mean, what's it all about?
Sure. So it's kind of a festival of sorts, right? It's where we bring developers together. It's totally free,
yeah.
And we get them to sit through a day of like technology talks and seminars. Some of them are even put on by Indonesians. You'll get Kopro here,
right?
Mostly to give people, the developers, an understanding of the Yahoo developer stack, right? So this, a lot of people in Indonesia know about the consumer side, email and stuff like that. So then from there we kind of break off, we feed them. We had some entertainment last night. Jamaican Cafe was here.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome.
That's awesome, right?
And then from there, we just kind of start the hack. And the idea is, we feed them. We have some games. We had some Red Bull. Try to keep them awake. I was running around, throwing things at people and yelling. Just generally being annoying as I could to try to keep people awake, but all for fun, right?
Yeah.
And then people just start hacking. And, they can build anything they want. So if you saw some of the event today.
Okay, but of course on the Yahoo platform?
Well, no, it was never a requirement on the Yahoo platform. Obviously, it's great for Yahoo if they do, but that was not a requirement of the hack. In fact, some people did it, right? Some people did. The idea was use the internet, use your knowledge. If you use the Yahoo stuff, great. You could see all the mobile people use Blueprint because that helps you with mobile stuff. A lot of people, YQL was a big winner today. So yeah, they did use Yahoo stuff, but that wasn't the requirement. The requirement, hence the day, open hack. Have a good time, right? Meet some developers, meet Yahoo, enjoy yourselves, right?
And this is the first time for Yahoo to have this event in Southeast Asia,
correct.
Right?
Yep.
So why choose Jakarta?
Why choose Jakarta? I'm half Indonesian, so I'm kidding. See, that's for your viewers. No, look, Indonesia is a big market for Yahoo, right? It's a huge internet market and growing. Sure. It just made sense to do it here. This was not at the exclusion of other cities. So it wasn't Indonesia versus Philippines. We're going to hit all the Southeast Asian countries probably over the next calendar year. We just happened to kick it off in Indonesia. So, and there's no big strategic decision behind that. There's just let's hit Indonesia first, right? So, but as you can see, the response is pretty overwhelming. So I think it was a wise choice. It was a good time of the year to do it. So.
That's great. And I know, but Yahoo have you have to show application from I don't know, maybe hackers to show up on the Yahoo regional front page. Is there any chance for?
Yeah. So there's two things that's going to happen, right? Anybody has a chance to develop for the Yahoo front page, right?
Okay.
That's our Yahoo platform, right? So that's anybody can do that, right? Also, Yahoo is strategically working with some partners that have specific content or applications where they'll be featured on the front page. Could one of these things get there? Potentially. As you can see right now, none of them are really ready for it. But I could imagine working with a couple of these guys that had some pretty interesting apps and pushing it farther and seeing where we can go. We'll also be highlighting all of them in a big blog post on our developer site. And I'll be doing some follow-up work with some of them individually. Probably mid-December I'm going to come back and try to track some of them down and see if they finish things up and what we can do. So there wasn't a direct correlation, do a hack, get on the front page, but it's a great way to start. Right?
Yeah, but how you guys choose which one to be featured on the front page?
So that's a big complicated process, right? I mean, we're looking at what do our users need, what people who implement Yahoo IDs. So I can't really sit here and say, look, you do this, you get on the front page. It's quite a big process.
Do they really have to be like a user base, huge user base?
No, we're not. We're looking for useful things, right? So as you can see, if you saw any of the Kopro stuff, or if you look at that, small user base, right? But very interesting, exciting, right? So I could see them as being something that our users could really benefit from, right? So it's not a real black and white, do this, you hit the front page. It's more of a relationship, what do we need for our users, of that order type of thing.
Okay, and how about the presentation today? I mean, what's your most favorite apps? I mean, you have been seen, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, I saw a lot of them. Actually, the one guy who built the group management thing,
Okay.
but didn't finish the app, I was really disappointed because I actually think that's a really useful app. So I'm hoping he works on that. I thought some of the mobile stuff was pretty slick. The one topic of the day or world of the day where he introduces Twitter, I thought that was a nice way of looking at Twitter, trending topics.
Oh, nice.
You know, no one thing grabbed me because everything was quite different, right? But I think that, you know, what I saw was a general desire to solve some problems. If you look at the medical one, you look at the warning system one.
Great.
Yeah, I think, you know, there's potential in all these things. I mean, they only have 24 hours, right? So
Yeah, so very minimum.
it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah,
It's a tough job, right? But I think we saw a lot of promise.
Okay. So, what do you think about Indonesian developer? Ready and
Yeah, I mean, you know, Indonesia is one of those creative countries within Southeast Asia, right? And I think what you tend to see is them try to solve interesting problems, but kind of the Indonesian way, a little more laid-back approach at things, a little more creativity. So I enjoyed hanging with them. I enjoyed talking with them. You know, the Indonesian developers have that kind of American flair to them where they like to solve a lot of problems, but they also like to have fun. They don't only want to be on the keyboard all the time, right?
program also the same.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, there's a lot of promise here. There's a lot of, you know, I think interesting problems are being solved because people are doing a lot of mobile things because the internet experience isn't the best with bandwidth and connectivity. I think as those things get better, you'll see more richer applications. You know, this place is just really getting going with the internet. So we're early days yet, but what you see is a lot of activity.
Okay, great. I mean, the last question would be, what would be there's another Open Hack Day in next year or something?
So I think
what would be your advice for the
I mean, I think
hackers?
I think generally we're going to try to do annual hack days in each country, but that's a big process, right? So expect something like this maybe once a year, right? But I think what you're going to see is a lot of, like, you know, he mentioned Watiga, you know, a lot of the follow-up activity. There's a lot of startups I'm following, a lot of groups, a lot of blogs. So this is just a way to kind of kick it off, right? We'll be getting a lot more strategic and infiltrate as many startups and blogs as we can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's all.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank you.
your time.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Demikian dari NotSoGeeky, sampai jumpa di episode berikutnya dengan narasumber yang tidak kalah menarik.